That's crazy. I asked right away, I said, somebody send me a message so I can see why it has to be today and why today is so perfect. What's so perfect about today? And now I just learned that it's the last day of summer, the 21st day, changing for the fall of man's way, for the right way. That's why it is fall, summer, the sum of all man, summer. The last day thus is tomorrow, because it is today. The extra time is what we bought for man for an extended period, which will buy an extra 12 hours before everything shakes, because if it doesn't shake, my stories will only make sense in my mind. Therefore, they will be my stories, and the history of all my stories will have no his-tory, because it'll just be my story. So if the earth doesn't shake, nothing I say is true, except for how nice the riddles and rhymes were. So after this cassette, you'll probably hear only one or two more, as today is the last day of summer. So what better day than the perfect day for the change of the seasons, for the change of who he is, the strength of man, to put the power back on top, so we save man. The sum of everything, when it's time to get paid, which is right now on the last day, because we pay our rent at the end of the month. Thus, this month ends on the 21st. That's why the 21st happens 4 times a year, for the 4 aces in the deck. That's why it's today. The fall is the changing of the guards and the changing of the seasons. That's why whoever sees me is going to make sense of this now, because now it is perfect for the perfect day of the perfect man. Although my haircut, I look like a cripple or a cancer patient, because everything I say is like cancer. Because cancel everything if you don't believe me. Understand what it all is about. And today is the day. It is my history birthday, for it is my Jewish birthday. And I am je, which makes the I of everything. Okay? The we, the Jew, or the jewelry. The I in the middle is because of who I am, because it counts for me and it's my story. And if you don't listen, I'll take it with me to my grave, because I don't care if nobody listens to my story. I know my story is the truth, but I'm willing to listen to everybody else, but everybody else's mind is closed. Thus, for the perfect day is tomorrow. So it is my birthday, so then it would be for a perfect man, thus making me the perfect man. But that would be silly, because I'm far from perfect. Look in the back of me. There ain't anything perfect. I mean, I got animals running all over this place here. It's like I got nothing under control. The only thing that's perfect about the man is my transmission of the message. The perfect man is our Father, the Creator. I'm only the messenger, so what you see is a message. So I'm leaving you the message, and with Skype, we can see the person talk to us. So what's the height? The Skype is the sky, and that's why Skype is going to connect the rest of everything together between the story of the history or the fable of the Bible. Isn't it funny? The Bible wants to tell the truth. It ends up to be a fable because every time a man reads it, they go, that ain't true. But they tell a story, which are lies, and want everybody to believe them, but theirs isn't true. So now we have a man who says one isn't true, and we know the man isn't true, so both aren't true. So from two things that are not true, can you find any truth in the matter? The 2 minuses eventually add up to be a plus? Sure, if you divide them apart and understand the difference of the division, you'll understand their difference. And then you'll understand the difference is how to use them. And that's all the difference, because when you know how, when you have the know-how, you know how to do. So you have what to do, with the know-how you have to do it. So therefore, that's another riddle in a rhyme, and it's another 4 minutes and 38. Tack it onto the movie. It hasn't cost me a cent. Tack in the pan. You know what the tack pan is? You tack it on, you throw a quarter in the pan. Well, I'm TacPans, and I'll take any quarter anyone sends me. But it's not the money I want, but I want a quarter of your time, if you have any time at all. And when you have the time, take the time. But if you don't have the time, that's your business and your way, and you do with it what you want. I just keep coming here, and if you come back, that's your choice and your way, and that's all right with me. Because you can come here anytime you want. Whether I'm here at the transmission or not, that's the difference. But that's okay too. It doesn't mean I'm mad at you. But I have sometimes other things better to do. Better the wetter, or the wetter the weather, or watch out for the weather. For today is upon us, and it's going to be fun. 5:45. Wow. Now I'm going to see if the truth of the story that I'm telling you, that I'm listening to for the first time by myself, we'll find out if something is true. So what would happen if it was true? What would happen good and what would happen bad? Think about it. So if you think of the bad and you think of the good, at least you'll have both parts of the story. Nothing's going to devour you because it's only a story. You'll see the truth when it happens. And that's why we have CNN. Because it's the calling of the truth. Right? Two ends. Take a look at the transmission you get from an end. Move it over. Put an outline to it. It's almost like an hourglass. It's back to a direct communication, one-on-one. That's what the two ends are in CNN. The sea is the seas because everything's rough in the sea. The man is rough on the earth, and that's his ocean he plays in. So he moves, and all the moves he makes sends ripples through the lakes. And the lakes are pure, yet there's no pure words heard in heaven because man is not pure, and the water's no longer pure, as it's acidy from the acid rain in the atmosphere. Atmos. You know, like atmosis, like metamorphosis, and how man came to be here from the earth. We know how it works. We can do it. We can go back again. 5:46. Bacon and eggs at McDonald's. That'll do me good. Ciao.